Does your belly feel bloated every afternoon, no matter what you eat? Do you feel sluggish or heavy after meals? Or maybe things just aren't moving like they used to? You're definitely not alone. Digestive changes are one of the most common things people notice as they age. And while it's easy to brush off with phrases like, "I'm just getting older," the truth is, you don't have to live with discomfort every single day. What if I told you that just a few small changes in what and how you eat could bring real relief and even make you feel lighter, more energetic, and in control again? That's exactly what we're covering today. Welcome to Foods for Seniors US. I'm James Wilson, and on this channel, we dive into practical tips to help you eat better, feel stronger, and age with confidence. In today's video, I'm breaking down 5 simple, science-backed food habits that can help improve digestion after 60. And tip number 4 is something so basic, most people forget it completely, but it can make a big difference fast. Before we dive in, just a quick reminder, this video is for educational purposes only and should never replace advice from your doctor or healthcare provider, especially if you are managing conditions like diverticulitis, GERD, or if you take medications that affect digestion. Always check before making big changes to your routine. Tip number 1, ADD more fiber, but do it gradually. You've probably heard this one before. Eat more fiber. But what does that actually mean, and why is it especially important after 60? Let's break it down. Fiber is the part of plant foods your body can't digest, but it plays a huge role in keeping your system running smoothly. Think of it like nature's broom. It sweeps out waste, keeps your intestines active, and even feeds the good bacteria in your gut. There are 2 kinds of fiber, and both are important. Soluble fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel. It slows digestion, keeps blood sugar stable, and helps you feel full longer. You'll find it in oats, beans, apples, pears, bananas, and carrots. Insoluble fiber adds bulk to your stool and helps move everything through your system more efficiently. You'll get it from whole wheat bread, brown rice, nuts, seeds, and vegetables like celery or broccoli. But here's the key most people don't realize. If you increase fiber too quickly, you might actually feel worse. More bloated, gassy, and uncomfortable. That's because your gut bacteria need time to adjust to higher fiber levels. So instead of suddenly switching to a super healthy high fiber diet overnight, start small. Try this. Add just 1 extra high fiber food to your day, maybe a handful of raspberries with breakfast or a small serving of black beans at lunch. Drink more water alongside your fiber. We'll cover hydration in tip number 2. It helps fiber work its magic and give your body a few days to get used to each increase before adding more. Here are some easy, senior-friendly ways to get more fiber. Add ground flaxseed to oatmeal or yogurt. Choose whole grain bread or brown rice instead of white. Snack on air-popped popcorn or a small handful of almonds. Keep a bowl of peeled carrots or celery sticks in the fridge for easy munching. Swap out dessert once or twice a week for a baked apple with cinnamon. Delicious and full of soluble fiber. Over time, adding just 5 to 10 extra grams of fiber per day can significantly improve regularity, reduce bloating, and help support a healthier gut. And remember, progress, not perfection. Start slow, stay consistent, and your digestive system will thank you. Tip number 2, stay hydrated. Water is your digestion's best friend. This tip might sound simple, but it's one of the most overlooked when it comes to digestive health, especially for older adults. As we age, our body's natural sense of thirst can diminish, meaning we might not feel thirsty even when we're mildly dehydrated. But here's why it matters. Water plays a vital role at every stage of digestion. Let's break it down. First, water helps with the initial breakdown of food in the stomach. It helps dissolve nutrients so they can be absorbed more efficiently in the intestines. And perhaps most importantly, it works hand in hand with fiber to keep stools soft and easy to pass. So even if you are eating plenty of fiber, as we covered in tip number 1, without enough fluids, that fiber can actually back you up and cause more bloating or discomfort. But how much water do you really need? For most older adults, a general goal is about 6 to 8 cups, 64 ounces of fluid per day. But this can vary depending on your weight, activity level, climate, and medications. especially diuretics or blood pressure meds. A good rule of thumb: if your urine is dark yellow, you likely need more fluids. If it's light or pale yellow, you're probably doing well. Hydration tips just for seniors. Here are some practical ways to stay hydrated without overthinking it. 1. Keep a water bottle nearby. Place it on the table beside your chair or wherever you spend most of your day. If it's within reach, you're more likely to sip. 2. Infuse your water with flavor. Plain water too boring? Try adding a few slices of lemon, lime, or cucumber, a sprig of fresh mint or basil, a handful of frozen berries. It makes hydration feel like a treat, not a chore. 3. Include hydrating foods. Not all your fluids have to come from drinks. Try cucumbers, watermelon, lettuce, celery, tomatoes. Soups and broths, low sodium is best. Smoothies made with water or almond milk. Sip herbal teas. Unsweetened teas like peppermint, ginger, or chamomile. Not only hydrate, but also calm your stomach and reduce gas. 5. Set reminders. Use a sticky note, alarm, or even a hydration app to remind you to sip throughout the day. When to be careful: if you have kidney disease or are on fluid-restricted diets, always ask your doctor how much water is right for you. But for most seniors, drinking more water is one of the safest and most effective ways to improve digestion, reduce constipation, and feel more energized. Even better? When combined with the extra fiber from tip number 1, proper hydration can transform how your digestive system feels, often in just a few days. So if you're feeling sluggish, gassy, or backed up, ask yourself, am I drinking enough water? Really? You might be surprised how much better you feel just by sipping a little more each day. Tip number 3, bring in the good bacteria, probiotics for a healthier gut. By the time we reach our 60s and beyond, our digestive system has already worked hard for decades. And one of the most important, but often ignored parts of that system is something we can't even see: the trillions of bacteria living inside our gut. These bacteria make up what's called the gut microbiome, a complex ecosystem that helps digest food, absorb nutrients, support the immune system, and even influence our mood and brain function. But as we age, this balance of bacteria can become disrupted. Medications like antibiotics, poor diet, lack of fiber, illness, and even stress can throw it off. When the bad bacteria outweigh the good, you might notice more bloating or gas, slower digestion, constipation, food sensitivities, or even more frequent illness. That's where probiotics come in. So what are probiotics? Probiotics are live, beneficial bacteria that help restore and support a healthy balance in your digestive tract. Think of them as friendly reinforcements that help calm inflammation, support digestion, and crowd out harmful microbes. In short, if your gut is like a garden, probiotics are the good bugs that help it grow strong. Top probiotic-rich foods for seniors: plain yogurt with live and active cultures. Choose unsweetened versions to avoid added sugars. Add your own fruit, cinnamon, or a drizzle of honey. Kefir, a fermented milk drink, found in most U.S. grocery stores near the yogurt section, slightly tangy, drinkable, and packed with billions of live cultures. Sauerkraut, raw, unpasteurized. Look for it in the refrigerated section, not in cans. Kimchi, spicy fermented vegetables, mostly cabbage. Popular in Korean cuisine, great in small servings. Fermented pickles, not vinegar-based but naturally fermented. Miso paste, used in soups and sauces. Made from fermented soybeans. Tempeh, a protein-rich fermented soy cake. Easy to saute and use in stir-fries or sandwiches. Tips for trying probiotics safely. Start small. If you're new to probiotic foods, introduce one at a time. Just a few spoonfuls or sips per day. Some people experience mild gas or bloating at first. This usually fades within a few days. Choose natural sources first. Focus on real food instead of jumping straight to capsules or powders, unless your doctor recommends it. Be label smart. Look for live and active cultures on packaging. Avoid added sugars and artificial flavors. These can undo the benefits. Bonus insight, gut health affects more than digestion. Emerging research shows that your gut health also plays a role in immune function. About 70% of your immune system is in your gut. Mood and mental clarity. Inflammation and joint pain. Even blood sugar and cholesterol regulation. So feeding your gut with probiotics and fiber, remember tip number 1, helps way more than just your stomach. Simple ways to add probiotics into your daily routine. Swap your regular yogurt for plain Greek yogurt with berries at breakfast. Add a tablespoon of sauerkraut to sandwiches or salads. Blend kefir into a fruit smoothie for an easy afternoon snack. Try miso soup as a light dinner starter. Use tempeh as a meat alternative once a week. You don't have to eat all of these at once. Just pick 1 or 2 to include regularly, and your gut will feel the difference. And don't forget, probiotics work best when combined with prebiotics. That's the fiber we talked about in tip number 1, which feeds the good bacteria once they're in your system. Tip number 4, eat mindfully and chew thoroughly. A simple habit that makes a big difference. Sometimes it's not just what we eat that affects our digestion, it's how we eat. In today's busy world, we often forget that digestion doesn't begin in the stomach. It actually starts in the mouth. Let's explore why this matters so much, especially for seniors. Chewing, your body's first digestive tool. Every time you chew, you're doing 2 important things. Physically breaking food down into smaller, manageable pieces. Mixing it with saliva, which contains enzymes that begin the breakdown of carbohydrates and fats. When you don't chew properly, say you swallow big bites in a rush, your stomach and intestines are forced to work harder. This can lead to bloating, gas, indigestion, heavier, full feeling after meals, and even nutrient malabsorption. The fewer times you chew, the more energy your body has to spend later to finish the job. And for seniors, who may already experience slower digestion due to age-related changes in muscle movement or enzyme production, chewing thoroughly becomes even more critical. Mindful eating, simple but often forgotten. Mindful eating means being fully present with your food, not distracted, not rushed, and not multitasking. It's about paying attention to the flavors, textures, and how your body is feeling as you eat. This might sound like a small thing, but research shows it can help. Reduce overeating, improve satisfaction with meals, ease digestive discomfort, and even support weight balance and blood sugar control. How to eat more mindfully and improve digestion while you're at it. Here are some small habits that make a big impact. 1. Put your fork down between bites. This slows your pace and gives your body time to process each bite. 2. Chew each bite 15 to 30 times. Soft foods like yogurt may not need as much, but fibrous veggies or meats do. 3. Take smaller bites. You'll naturally chew more and eat slower. 4. Turn off distractions. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and focus on your plate. 5. Pause halfway through your meal. Check in. Am I satisfied or am I just eating out of habit? This moment of awareness can help prevent that overly full, uncomfortable feeling later. Try this simple experiment. At your next meal, give yourself 20 minutes. Turn off distractions. Chew slowly. Put your utensil down between bites. Eat like you're on vacation. Unhurried and present. Notice how your body feels after. Chances are you'll digest more easily, feel lighter, and enjoy the meal even more. And don't forget, mindful eating isn't about being perfect. It's about building awareness, meal by meal, and learning to work with your body instead of rushing against it. If this is new for you, just start with 1 meal a day. Even breakfast or a light snack can be a great place to begin. Over time, this simple practice can reduce post-meal discomfort, help with portion control, and support overall digestive function. Tip number 5, identify and manage your personal trigger foods. So far, we've talked about what to add: more fiber, more fluids, friendly probiotics, and better eating habits. But now let's talk about what to watch out for, because sometimes the healthiest looking meal can still upset your stomach if it includes one of your personal trigger foods. And here's the key: trigger foods aren't always bad foods. In fact, something healthy like onions or beans might cause or discomfort for one person, but be perfectly fine for another. That's why paying attention to your own body is so important. Why do trigger foods matter more after 60? As we age, several changes in the digestive system can make it more sensitive. We may produce less stomach acid, which slows digestion. The movement of food through the intestines can become slower, leading to more gas or bloating. Some people develop new food intolerances, especially to things like dairy, wheat, or high-fat foods. Add in medications, stress, or medical conditions like diverticulosis, and it becomes clear. There's no one-size-fits-all diet. Common culprits to keep an eye on everyone's different, but here are some foods that frequently cause digestive trouble. Fatty or fried foods. These slow down digestion and can cause a heavy, sluggish feeling. Dairy lactose intolerance often develops later in life. You may notice gas, cramping, or diarrhea after milk, cheese, or ice cream. Cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are super healthy, but they can cause gas in some people, especially if undercooked. Beans and legumes. A great source of fiber, yes, but if not soaked or introduced slowly, they can cause bloating. Onions and garlic, packed with flavor and health benefits, but they contain FODMAPs, a group of sugars that can trigger caffeine and discomfort in sensitive individuals. Artificial sweeteners, sorbitol, xylitol, and other sugar-free additives, often found in diet products or gum, can cause bloating and loose stools. So how do you know what your triggers are? Simple. Track, test, and trust your body. Step 1. Start a simple food and symptom journal. For 5-7 days, write down what you eat at each meal, how you feel 30 to 60 minutes after eating. Any symptoms: bloating, diarrhea, fatigue, constipation, discomfort. Step 2. Look for patterns. Do certain meals always leave you feeling off? Do you notice more symptoms when you eat out, snack late, or combine certain foods? Step 3. Test a reduction. Pick one possible trigger and reduce or remove it for a few days. Do you feel better? If so, you might have found a personal sensitivity. Quick example. After breakfast, I always feel sluggish. You review your notes and realize that every day your breakfast includes white toast with butter. You try switching to oatmeal with banana. 3 days later, no more bloating. Managing triggers doesn't mean cutting everything forever. It's not about restriction. It's about empowerment. Sometimes changing the way a food is prepared, like steaming vegetables instead of eating them raw, can make all the difference. Or pairing a trigger food with something gentler, like eating beans with rice, can reduce symptoms. And in some cases, your gut may adjust over time, especially if you're improving your overall fiber, hydration, and probiotic intake. You know your body best. Learning what works for your digestion is a journey, and you don't need to get it perfect overnight. Even small observations can lead to big improvements in how you feel. So take note, be curious, and most importantly, be kind to yourself in the process. Recap: 5 small changes, 1 big difference. Let's take a moment to review everything we covered today. You don't need a complete diet overhaul or expensive supplements to support your digestion after 60. Just a few intentional choices, made consistently, can bring real, lasting relief. Here's your digestion-friendly toolkit. Tip number 1, add more fiber, slowly and steadily, to support regularity and feed good gut bacteria. Tip number 2, drink more water, at least 6 to 8 cups per day to help fiber do its job and keep everything moving. Tip number 3, include probiotic foods like yogurt or kefir to support a healthy gut microbiome. Tip number 4, chew thoroughly and eat mindfully. Digestion starts in your mouth. Tip number 5, listen to your body and learn your personal trigger foods. Small patterns can reveal big insights. Your challenge this week: don't try to do it all at once. Choose just one tip that resonated with you most today. Make it your goal for the next 7 days. Stick a reminder on your fridge. Share it with a friend. Then come back and tell us, did it make a difference? How did you feel? We'd love to hear from you. Which tip are you going to try this week? Have you already discovered any personal trigger foods or go-to digestion tips? Leave a comment below. Your story might help someone else watching. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to Foods for Seniors US for more easy, trustworthy tips on eating well, being strong, and living with more energy. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. We've got more great topics coming soon. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'm James Wilson. Take care of yourself, stay active, and I'll see you next time.